So, good day everyone. My name is Cedric Armano. So, I'm going to discuss to you about indigenous crop out of leader. So, first is we need to define what is indigenous crop out of leader. It refers to an object manually created by specific ethnic or tribal groups using tanned animal hides, skins, and keeps with technique and design influenced by their unique culture, tradition, and beliefs. So, there is an indigenous crop out of leader is there is kanang mga butang kanang ginahimo sa mga ethnic group or mga para mga tribo or mga indigenous peoples sa unang panahon or hangtod sa karon. So dili is kanang ginagamit nila kan mga panigya sa hayop like sa deer or sa unsa pa nga mga panit sa hayop diya. So sa diri po niya ang paghimo nila is napod sa kanang mga klase mga technique or mga design nga ga represent sa ilang mga culture, tradition o pagtuo nila. Yan. This crop often serve both utilitarian purposes like clothing or containers and also embody profound cultural, spiritual, and historical significance, often depicting lineage, accomplishment, and stories through various ornamentation technique. So, sa kaning mga crop is kasagaran nagrepresent din siya sa duha ka utilitarian nga mga katuyo purposes like maghimog sanina or mga sudlanan. O sa diri nga mga purposes is napunik siya mga ng lawom nga mga or mga deep meaning niya like sa ilang mga culture, sa ilang spiritual o sa ilang mga ilang history. And kasagaran is represent po ni sila sa ilang mga sa diri nga purposes is nag-represent po ni siya sa ilang mga kaliwatan o diri nga mga purposes is diri po niya napakita ang ilang mga accomplishment nila o mga history sa mga klase nga mga diskarte o sa decoration. So, mara to.
Good day everyone. I am Generous If Polistico, second reporter of Group 9. So, importance of indigenous leathercraft. So, indigenous leathercraft is highly important as it is deeply intertwined with survival, cultural identity, spirituality, and ecological sustainability for communities worldwide. It is more than just a material. It is a vital part of a people's heritage and a medium of transmitting intergenerational knowledge. So, indigenous leathercraft is importante siya, especially in indigenous community. It helps people to survive by making useful items like bag, clothing, and tools. And then, nagpakita sab na siya community culture and identity through unique design and tradition. So, leather crafts also connected siya sa spirituality. So, some items nila is ginagamit sa kanang rituals and ceremonies. So, most important is makatabang siya to pass the knowledge and skills from older generation to young ones. Then, we proceed to importance, cultural and spiritual significance. So, storytelling and identity. History, stories, and tribal identity are often woven, beaded, or painted into leather items using symbolic designs unique to specific communities. These items can be powerful tools for cultural identity, reclamation, and political expression. So, ang indigenous leather crafts daw is nagatel siya mga stories about sa ilang community history and their way of life. So, ang design og mga symbols sa leather craft is nagapakita siya identity of a tribe or group So, and each pattern has a special meaning passed down from ancestor or kanang sa mga ninuno. So these leather items no makatabang siya sa mga indigenous to feel proud of their culture and traditions, and they can also be used no to express sa ilahang beliefs, values, and important message. Maura.
Good day, ma'am and classmates. I am Diane Ipanag Makelan from Group 9. So let's proceed to the importance of culture and spiritual significance. So this topic talks about how leather and traditional craft are important to culture and spiritual beliefs, especially among indigenous communities. So, spiritual connection. Many indigenous belief systems, leader is considered a gift from the hunted animal. Para nila, ang hayop kinahanglan nga respetuhon o gamiton sa tanan nga dili siya nga masayang. When people wear or use leather items, it honors the animal sacrifice o makahatag og mas lalong nga connection sa nature o sa environment. Overall, this tradition teaches us respect for nature, gratitude, and the importance of passing knowledge to the next generation.
Okay, importance, cultural, and spiritual significance. Intergenerational knowledge. The techniques of tying hides and creating crafts are passed down through generation, making process of learning and crafting or key method for transmitting traditional knowledge, history, and value. Ang ako nasabtan ani nga topic is ang intergenerational knowledge kay morning kani bitong imuhang na kaalam, kasanayan o paniniwala is ginapasa mula sa isang henerasyon papunta sa mga sumusunod, like kanang example ang mga pamaagi sa proseso like tying hides o paghimo og mga tradisyonal nga mga crafts. Ginatudlo na siya sa mga katiguangan patulong sa mga kabataan. O dako siya ay importante jud siya kayo kay tungod makatabang siya sa pananatili sa kultura at tradisyonal sa mga tao.
Importance, cultural and spiritual significance. So ang example niya is ang cultural ug spiritual nga kahulugan sa among mga katigulangan kay importante kayo sa among mga tradisyon. Mao ni ang example sa cultural and spiritual significance. Tapos ceremony at ritual. So ang ceremony at ritual is mao ni ang mga butang ilang ginahimo, ang drums, medicine, pouches, ceremonial regalia. Importante ni kayo sa ilaha nga panghitabo. Tapos ang pawaw kay tayo pagyapon na siya sa tribal o sa tribes. Tapos mao ni ang mga seremonya sa pag-abot sa edad or sa katigulangan. Din sa importance sa practical and economic importance. So importante gid ang practical o economic importance. So survival and utility is historically or ilahang kasaysayan sa una sa mga lumad. Ang mga lumad nga katawhan is nagsalig lang sila sa panit alang sa mga ilahang panginahanglanon. Tapos ang mga butang sab nga lakip na sa ang ligon nga mga sinina or gitawag na og mukasins din parkas og kapuy-an og mga ilahasab mga gamitunon nga mga sudlanan ug ang mga kaligon nila is dili mapulihan. Mao ra to, ma'am.
Hi everyone, this is Mary Portis. is sustainability, livelihood, and economy. Sustainability, traditional leatherworking methods are often highly sustainable and eco-friendly, using natural materials and processes like brain tanning or smoke tanning that leave minimal ecological foot, footprint. So, ang brain tanning, pag ang brain tanning gigamit ang utok sa hayop. Kasagaran isa ka utok iguna para sa isa ka panit. Ang utok na ay natural nga tambok ug enzymes nga mosulod sa hebla sa panit. Mao homo kaayo, elastic ug breathable nga panit. Kasagaran gigamit sa karaang mga tribo ug katutubo kung mabasa ug wala ma-smoke mohugot og balik ang panit. Ang smoke tanning pagpaaso sa panit human sa brain tanning. Ang panit paasuhan sa kahoy para dili langawon, dili ulodon, nga lig-on pud siya. Next is livelihood and economy. Today, indigenous leathercraft provides significant economic support and employment for artisans and their communities. The sale of these products, both locally and internationally, helps sustain families and entire community. Pagpaagi sa pagpangita og kwarta o trabaho aron mabuhi ang tao ug iyang pamilya. Ang kalihukan ug buhat nga naghatag trabaho ug kita ug nakatabang sa pagtubo sa ekonomiya sa pamilya ug komunidad. So, that's all. Thank you.
Practical and economic importance. Skill development. The process of crafting leather goods impacts valuable lesson in patience, skill, and respect for nature, contributing to personal development and community well-being. The primary materials: hides, deer, moose, bison, elk, and fish skins. Natural fiber, abaca, rattan, and even sinew. Beads, glass beads, natural dyes and pigments. Malatamyum or tamyum for blues, achute or anato for yellows, biksha or aureliana for orange, sapang, kasalpina, sapan for reds, sibukaw for pinks.
Traditional leather tanning, curing or preservation. Fresh hides are cleaned, salt, and dried to prevent decay. Gamit tag salting and drying that stabilize the raw animal hide to prevent bacterial degradation and putrefaction before the actual tanning process begins. The goal of curing preservation is to inhibit the bacterial and enzymatic activity that would destroy the collagen protein structure. Soaking and liming. Hides are soaked in water to rehydrate them. In some culture, a mixture of lime and water, sometimes with wood ash, is used to loosen hair to prepare the fibers. Soaking rehydrates salted hides and washes off dirt or salt. Liming involves soaking hides in an alkaline solution to swell fibers, remove hair, fat, and proteins, and prepare the skin for taming by opening up the structure. These initial steps transform stiff, raw hides into clean, soft, and receptive pelts ready for the actual taming agent. Unhairing and fleshing. Hair and any remaining flesh or fat are scraped off the hide using a blunt or sharp knife. Unhairing is the process of removing all hair and the epidermis, the outermost layer of skin, from the hide. Fleshing involves physical removal of all remaining non-essential organic materials from the flesh, inner side of the hide. Softening and batting. The hide is softened in a solution. Historically, this might involve an enzymatic process using animal brains, dung, or other natural materials. Softening and batting uses natural enzymes to make the hide soft, flexible, and pliable. It is performed after the hair and excess flesh has been removed and the hide's alkalinity has been reduced. Tanning. The hide is soaked in a natural tanning solution, often derived from the bark, pods, or leaves of local plants. Tanning is the ancient process of preserving animal hides by soaking them in natural plant-based tannins from barks like oak and chestnut to stabilize skin proteins, preventing root and transforming them into durable, usable leather. Drying and finishing. The leather is dried, stretched, and dressed with oils like castor or fish oil and fats to condition and waterproof it. Drying removes excess moisture to stabilize the material. Finishing involves a range of mechanical and chemical treatments to enhance the leather's appearance, feel, and durability for its final use.
Part 2. Crafting the item. Design and pattern. A design is chosen often inspired by nature or cultural motifs, and a paper or card stock template is created. Disenyo at pattern. Pumili ng isang disenyo, madalas inspirasyon mula sa kalikasan o mga motibo ng kultura, ang gumawa ng isang template na papel o karton. Cutting. The leather is cut to the pattern size using a sharp knife or scissors. Pagputol. Ang balat ay pinuputol sa sukat ng pattern gamit ang matalim na kutsilyo o gunting. Hole punching. An awl or punch is used to create evenly spaced holes for stitching or lacing. Pagbutas. Gumamit ng awl o punch para gumawa ng magkakapantay na butas para sa pagtatahi o paglalagay ng sintas. Assembly stitching. The pieces are joined together, typically using a strong thread or narrow leather strips called thongs. This is often done by hand using a saddler's stitch. Pag-assembly or pagtatahi. Ang mga piraso ay pinagsasama, karaniwang gumagamit ng matibay na sinulid o makitid na piraso ng balat na tinatawag na thongs. Madalas itong ginagawa sa kamay gamit ang saddler's stitch. Embellishment. The item is decorated using various traditional techniques. Pagpapalamuti. Ang item ay pinalamutian gamit ang iba't ibang traditional na pamamaraan. Stamping or carving. Metal tools are used to compress the moistened leather and create three-dimensional designs. Pag-istampa o pag-ukit. Gumamit ng mga kasangkapang metal para i-compress ang nilamang balat at gumawa ng three-dimensional na disenyo. Dyeing or painting. Natural or synthetic dyes and paints are applied to color the leather. Pagtitina or pagpipinta. Gumamit ng natural o synthetic na pangulay at pintura para kulayan ang balat. Inlay quill work. Adding other materials like beads, mirrors, or porcupine quills. Inlay or quill work. Pagdaragdag ng ibang materyales tulad ng kwintas, salamin o balahibo ng porcupine. Finishing. Edges are burnished and final protective finishes, waxes, oils, lacquers are applied to enhance durability and appearance. Pagtatapos, ang mga gilid ay pinakinis at inilagay ang panghuling proteksyon na finish, waxes, oils, lacquers para mapahusay ang tibay at itsura.